Welcome to the East End. I'm Erin Colton.
And I'm Joe Arena.
We've got lots to see this weekend.
And while you're exploring it all with us, don't forget to play along in our East End trivia game. You'll see questions pop up during the show. Scan that QR code on your screen, submit your answers, and you might just win some East End swag. Well, farm to table is a common motto out here on the East End, but how about farm to glass?
Yeah, here at Sagaponack Farm Distillery, the seeds that they grow in the ground turn into eclectic spirits you can sip and savor.
And today we're going to be making our own small batch, and you'll see the finished product at the end of the show.
We're going to get started on that. In the meantime, we introduce you to a North Fork family who is famous for their horseradish. And it's all grown on the East End. We take you to Schmitt's family farm stand in Riverhead.
I've always been on the farm. I'm fourth generation.
The Schmitt name is synonymous with farming on Long Island's East End. For more than 100 years, they have been providing visitors with the freshest produce possible.
As a kid, I remember we had a big yard. They'd give me water, hosing down the vegetables and just doing kind of easy stuff. My brother, he's 2 years older than me. I used to get jealous because he could drive a tractor and I couldn't yet, but my day came.
Matt Schmitt now helps run the farm with his family. And what originally began as a hobby for Matt in harvesting and making horseradish is now a huge part of their business.
We had no label on the jar even. It was just a glass jar with horseradish. We made it in the barn with my grandfather, and his friends would come. And we gave it away. Family, friends, you know, some customers, you know, you give them a jar, and then next, oh, everybody loved it. Can we get 3? Well, then can we get 5? You know, and I was like, we're spending a week here making horseradish to give away. I said, why don't we try and sell it?
And that was the beginning of Holy Schmidt's horseradish. The name comes from people's reaction when they first tasted it.
I made it and we put it at the stand, and I mean, it was probably like 25 jars or something, and they were gone like the first day, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I made more and then more.
How many do you make now a season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we make, you know, over 100,000 jars.
Just of horseradish?
Yeah, just horseradish. I used to make it in my 2-car garage at first. Finally, we moved out because I needed more space.
That facility is just down the road from Schmidt's family farm stand in Riverhead.
So we peel it until it's completely clean and it looks like this.
And you do that by hand?
We do.
Matt's wife Ashley showed me the grinder where the peeled horseradish gets chopped down in.
We used to have an old-fashioned grinder that we cranked everything by hand. So this is a lot faster.
There we go.
You can push it all right in there.
You don't smell that?
Yeah, it's potent.
And if you think horseradish smells spicy when you open a jar, freshly ground horseradish is, well, like an onion times 100.
An onion, but worse, yeah.
Oh, baby, but that's it. That's what we got. I can't believe that's just from a root that comes from the grounds. Like, that is some Holy Schmitt horseradish. Woo!
We have the regular, obviously that's the best seller. We have the horseradish mustard, the beet horseradish. Then we have a cocktail sauce. We have a barbecue horseradish. That's when we sell a lot of the actual roots.
Is for Passover.
That's the busiest time for horseradish. That's part of the Seder.
Erin, you can put that right into that big bowl there.
All of it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Matt's mom showed me how to make their special dill horseradish dip.
You can pour the dill in. There you go. Isn't that pretty?
I like it. Let's make this green.
Let's taste it.
Okay, let's taste it. Cheers.
Cheers. Oop.
That's amazing.
yummy.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then the kick, it starts to build. You know, that's what horseradish does.
It's a secret kick.
Yes.
So you can actually see the horseradish growing right now. It's underneath.
Not this time of year. Yeah, in the summer they have big green leaves. They do say if you have a nice cold winter, the horseradish root becomes hotter, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've had a cold winter.
Yes, we have. So it should be nice and hot.
A family business that keeps growing through generations.
Something we're all proud of. I don't think my grandfather thought it would ever take off like this. I love doing it, so as long as we can keep going at it, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, First off, that was just an attack on your senses, I bet.
My photographer and I couldn't see for like 5 minutes, but it was just so cool seeing how it ground up. But yes, the smell of that, it's different than just opening a jar.
It's powerful. All right, on my list.
All right, meantime, we're in the beautiful tasting room here at Sagaponack Farm Distillery. Where they grow their crops is just 2 miles away.
That's right, and the passion behind the production here comes from Mary Lee and Dean Foster. Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you're welcome.
And your siblings and your 6th-generation farmers.
We are.
Which is just, there's got to be a story there.
Our family originally, or at least on my father's side, left England in 1623 and arrived in Queens. He bought a small farm in Sagaponack, which is where my brother and I still farm today.
My mom and dad were very active in trying to save this farm, in which case we all then followed the footsteps.
And following in the footsteps and at an early age for you. I mean, that started young. Before you were in kindergarten, you're working a tractor.
People don't believe it. It's absolutely true. They had a telephone book, so he could see over the dashboard of the harvesting equipment.
And then when came the decision to distill your crops?
Yeah.
It was sort of a push and pull, let's figure out what we're gonna do regarding, keeping this farm alive.
A lot of opportunities came along at the same time. Honestly, the potato industry was, really going through some thinking.
So that was a good pivot.
It made sense.
And now this tasting room, just gorgeous to have the fruits of your labor just displayed like that. It's got to be a proud feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. An old dairy barn, so we haven't got away from the farm. The bar actually came from an elm tree down the road. The footrest, the trolley track that connected Bridgehampton to Sag Harbor.
Everything's kind of a little talking point about this place's history.
All right, we cannot wait to get a behind-the-scenes look at how this whole distilling process works, so we're going to head back into the still room.
All right, but first we're going to make a sweet stop on the East End to a North Fork chocolate shop that is combining their sweet flavors with other local products. Good stuff. Did you ever think 15, almost 20 years ago, you would be here right now?
No, never.
For business partners Ann Corley and Steve Amaral, creating a chocolate empire was never on their to-do list. Steve graduated from Johnson & Wales and traveled the world as a corporate chef. But when he moved to the East End, divine intervention steered him to something a bit sweeter.
I've been catering out here for 20 years, and I needed something to do in the winter, so I've always meditated since I was 5 years old. And so I put it out to the universe, what should I do for the winters? And the message I got was chocolate.
Steve is a little out there. He's an artist. He had an epiphany one day and had told me, I want to make chocolate. I said, okay, you want to make it? I'll market it.
So I went on YouTube University, started researching how to make chocolate, and here we are.
Steve and I had like $500 in our pocket each and went to farmers markets, events, wherever we could to promote our business. And we developed it from there.
North Fork Chocolate Company's first brick-and-mortar shop opened in 2012. Now, just over a decade later, they have 2 locations in Riverhead and Mattituck. Of course, chocolate is the core of their business. Their small batch artisanal treats are like works of art, and the decadent centers are a true tribute to the East End, filled with locally produced fruits, sea salt, honey, wine, and spirits.
This is called 5-0, which is a pineapple coconut caramel, and we used a little Montauk rum. So it's like a pina colada jacked up on chocolate. You'll never see 2 the same because we make them all by hand. They're all hand cut.
And today, they're making a whole lot more than just chocolate. Homemade ice cream, fudge, pies, cakes, torts, and tarts, all using fresh and natural ingredients from local Long Island farms. We're making a savory grilled cheese waffle today. At least I'm gonna try to make one, so we'll see what happens, right? I could just grate this whole block into the batter, so you gotta tell me when to stop.
Okay, now spread that around a little so we can put some gooey drops on it.
It's literally warming me up right now
Aww.
on a cold day. And there's even more of an elaborate menu at their second shop on Main Street in Riverhead, and offerings for a variety of clients.
We have a whole array of different plant-based options for lunch. I'm making barbecue brisket boneless rib burrito with mango barbecue sauce.
We're always coming up with a new product or with the trends.
And speaking of trends, their hot item on the menu these days would be the viral Dubai bar, made of 3 ingredients: dark chocolate, pistachio cream, and katafi. These thin strands of phyllo dough that are baked until crispy.
I can see why these are flying off the shelves and into my mouth.
And for Steve and Ann, every day is a blessing, and a very sweet one at that.
Never in a million years do we think this would sprout as it did. Thank you, all our customers. We love you very much, like our own family.
I've heard about that Dubai bar.
Right? Yeah, they're very popular, and we learned why. I mean, 2 bites, I ate that thing. Delicious.
Nothing back for me, though?
No, not a chance.
You ate it all.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Figured. All right, back here at Sagaponack Farm Distillery, we're ready to get to work to find out how this
Turns into this.
that behind-the-scenes look is coming up. Welcome back to the East End. You're right now in the still room at the Sagaponack Farm Distillery. This is where the Foster family uses their crops that they grow to make unique and flavorful spirits.
It's a great visit if you're heading to the village to check that out. Also a great place is Townline BBQ, just down the road from where we are right now. I got a lesson from the pitmaster on Texas-style barbecue. You're in the middle of the Hamptons and you're serving Texas-style barbecue that people love.
Yeah, it's a fun project. Barbecue kind of lends to, being real down dirty, locals, year-round crowd.
And Chef Joe Realmuto, a partner here at Townline BBQ in Sagaponack, says a year-round crowd is a blessing.
It's a long year and a very short season out here. So trying to figure out ways how to keep the locals coming in year-round.
And on this cold day, smack in the middle of winter, there was no lack of barbecue fans, a popular item that wasn't always out east just off Montauk Highway like it is today.
We were just looking for a different concept, something that really wasn't happening out here at the time. We opened up in 2007 and the barbecue scene didn't really hit New York that hard.
And Joe says moving into this old farmhouse was apparently the perfect fit.
We're surrounded by farms. Our potatoes that we serve here for French fries are coming right out the back door.
But the main reason everyone shows up is for the meat. And the man making mouths water is pitmaster Bill Valentine. Bill lived and trained in the Lone Star State, so that means Texas-style barbecue, dry rub and smoke.
Take a handful and just nice and even. What I always say is you do them like painting a fence. First thing you do is you go down the side, right? You frame it out, and then we just nice and even.
From homemade sauces to Southern-inspired sides, and of course, ribs, brisket, pulled pork, pulled chicken, and smoked chicken.
The chickens are fantastic. They're all a natural bird. They're smoked for about an hour, hour and a half.
And I couldn't get them and the rest of the meat in the smoker fast enough.
If you're looking, you're not cooking.
Spoken like a true pitmaster. And with the help of some local wood,
we use oak and hickory locally.
There's another satisfied customer.
All right, now from barbecue to bourbon. We are inside the distilling room and we are ready to distill. Here is where we're going to talk to the head distiller, Matt Beamer, about how they turn the Foster's homegrown crops like corn into things like bourbon and whiskey and vodka. Here to talk to us is Matt about the process. What is step 1 of the process?
We're a farm distillery, so it's actually planting the seeds in the ground.
It's outside, it's happening out there.
We're grain to glass here, so we're growing almost all of our ingredients from our farm.
Bourbon starts with corn.
Yeah, so bourbon by definition has to be a majority of all the grains, it has to be corn.
To distill corn, you first need to grind it into a meal. All right, we're feeding it in.
Feeding it in.
That then makes its way up the auger and into the cooker.
This auger is gonna drop it from above, and I'm gonna have hot water added to it.
Oh man, you can smell it, and it's yellow.
Yeah.
It's really, it's yellow because it's corn.
This was almost boiling for 90 minutes.
Wow, look at that. I feel like a mad scientist right now. I really do.
That's the mash coming through.
You get like a steam bath there on your face.
Yeah.
We're all good down here. Moving nicely.
What's next?
So after that, I'll cool it down until it gets to the temperature of fermentation. I'll transfer it into another tank once that's reached the temperature, and then that's the fermenter. So that in there, as I'm pumping it in, I'm gonna add our yeast. The yeast eats the sugars, it creates alcohol. The fermentation can take anywhere from 3 to 7 days.
The fermented mash is then transported into a distillation still.
This is the still.
This is where the magic happens?
This is where the magic happens, yeah. The still is basically something that concentrates the alcohol. Anything that comes off the still is clear as water.
And after coming out of the still, the bourbon is transferred to an oak barrel to begin the aging process.
So this is where we keep our barrels. Once I fill them, they're basically ready to sit there for years.
All right, so our bourbon is now in the barrel and it's gonna stay here for about 6 to 7 years.
Well,
Maybe longer,
it's going to take when Sensory says it's ready.
Oh, I love that.
I can't just say on the calendar, this is when we pull it out. Maybe take a sample at 3 years and just see how it's doing. Do some Sensory, see how the color it is.
Okay.
How does it smell? How does it taste? You learn to be patient as a distiller.
As we finish up, if you plan to make your Sagaponack trip an overnight escape, we found a perfect Hamptons hideaway that's great for the entire family.
The vibe is a laid-back, idyllic retreat.
The Sagaponack is a chic South Fork hotel in the heart of the Hamptons.
We have the cottages and the bungalows, which have more of a beachy feel. And then we also have rooms in the main inn, which is a lot more cozy, like a bed and breakfast. If you'd like to come out this time of year, the best part about it is there's no traffic. For the active folks, we do have the bikes. And for people who just want to relax, we have the most comfortable beds, luxurious linens.
And the Sagaponack just completed their new multi-million-dollar renovation.
This is really our first season to showcase all of the work that was done. Now this is one of our premier rooms. It's our King Suite.
There are 5 brand new renovated homes inside the main house.
As you can see, there's a lovely sitting area over there. You also have a bathtub overlooking the backyard.
I love how it's all one room, but just little different sections. Then there's the Sagaponack cottages and bungalows, which are accessible from the outside.
The great thing about our bungalows is they have a really beachy feel.
Yeah, you see that right away.
As well as they connect so that you can travel with family and have plenty of space and also some privacy. One of my favorite features about the property is all the guest amenities that we have, including these bikes.
And a loud bell.
As well as some electronic bikes over there. This time of year, if you really want to have a relaxing weekend, this is the perfect place to come.
Going this time of the year, no traffic.
It's a quick ride out.
Absolutely. All right, we're finishing up our bourbon distilling process here at Sagaponack Farm Distillery. The one last step and then the final product, that's coming up after the break.
Plus, visit a Long Island museum where they pay tribute to some of the East End's hottest music stars.
Immerse yourself in the legendary sounds of Long Island and celebrate the icons who shaped music history here at the Long Island Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame.
Most people don't realize how many incredible musicians and entertainers came from Long Island. And they walk in here and they walk around and they all say the same thing. I had no idea so many great musicians came from Long Island. We have a collection of memorabilia that's really unmatched on Long Island. We have stuff from Louis Armstrong. We have Twisted Sister costumes. We have a Billy Joel exhibit that's really the first Billy Joel exhibit ever. And he donated a lot of stuff. We had collectors that gave us things, and you walk in and you see, the 9-foot piano from his Elton John face-to-face tour. You see so much cool stuff that you would never see anywhere else from his own collection.
Whether you're a lifelong music fan or new to the scene, the Long Island Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame is a fun way to learn about all of the legendary artists that emerged from this region. Be sure to check their website to plan your visit. For Discover Long Island, I'm Brianna McEnroe.
What a great place to stop on the way out east. So many artists are from the East End.
Yeah. Thanks, Brianna, and Discover Long Island for that.
We're back here at Sagaponack Farm Distillery, where we've been working very hard to make our bourbon from the Foster's homegrown corn. Ours is in a barrel, aging for quite some time.
Tucked away.
But here we have the finished product.
Yeah. So we're gonna pour a little here and
let's do it. So yeah, so this finished product is actually what you guys are gonna have to come back and try in 4 years.
With pleasure.
What you made works out, which I think will.
And a big part of tasting before you taste is just give it a
sensory,
right? Yeah.
That's right. Sensory is king. You really have to smell it and just really see what's going on. And then again, I can smell cherry.
Cherry, right?
Yeah.
Cherry oak, you
yeah,
can just pull it out there. All right, guys, cheers.
I'll smell it all day.
Cheers.
I'll smell it all day too. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you for
guys.
sharing your farm with us, for sharing your distillery, and also thanks to Matt for showing us the cool process that we were able to get in on.
What a day.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, time now to check your answers on our East End trivia game. If you've been playing along, scan that QR code on your screen. Submit your answers for some East End swag.
You'll also find more information on our website about all the places we've explored in this episode.
And while you're there, let us know about your favorite places to visit on the East End, from the lavish to the local.
Because it just may be our next adventure. See you next time.